Cello, and welcome my cellists. So if you are at home and you're starting on the bow and you're not getting great sounds on your instrument and you don't know how to fix it, this video is meant to help you. First things first, with the bow, did you tighten and rosin your bow? That is the first thing that we need to take care of when we play, making sure that we have the right tension, that it's not too wide and it's not too narrow. You have a nice little smile with your bow, a little smirk, okay? Can't stick your whole hand through. That would be too tight. So here is just right. You can see just my eyeballs. Okay, good. Next is your bow hold, making sure that you have hanging fingers. Okay, check my bow hold video if you're not sure how to have a good bow hold. Make sure your thumb is bent underneath and your fingers are hanging over. Your wrist is taller than your fingers. When we go to put it on the cello, we're going to start on our D string, okay? And I want you to make sure that you have the right cello posture, that your cello is resting in your chest. Your feet are feet flat on the floor. It's a little tongue twister. And your knees are around your cello, so you can give your cello a big old cello hug. Okay, making sure that you have a nice centered. And if you have a rod stop, use that as well, so your cello isn't slipping and sliding like Miss Riley's, but I will make do. Okay, so your cello bow hold, when you go to put it on the string, we can just put it on our D string. Make sure that your elbow is in line with your wrist. Okay, we don't want this, we want this. Right over that D string, right under your nose, okay? Make sure your fingers are hanging, that I can still see your fingertips. We're not curved over, we don't have a death grip. We are in between the bridge and the fingerboard. Right smack dab in the middle is going to be your best place to make a sound. And we're going to go parallel to the ground, keeping your bow straight in between the bridge and the fingerboard. If we let our elbow go up, did you see what happens, right? We don't want to bow back like this, okay? We want to keep our elbow out and opening and closing our forearm and relaxing our wrist. This is what we want, okay? Not this, okay? Keep your elbow out so you can keep your bow parallel to the ground, all right? So here's some D strings. Let's try it. If you're getting a like a swooshy sound like this, you're bowing too fast and you're not putting enough weight into your bow. Let the bow fall into the strings, okay? And your cello should be at an angle so your strings can fall into the string. Make sure that you are bowing straight. You can look down and check your bow. Check your bow angle. Make sure that you're not hovered over the A string or the G string. If you are hitting other strings, that might be an elbow issue. Rock right over to that D string, okay? Hovering and making that bow angle perfectly over the D string. Good. If we wanted to play on A, we just simply raise our elbow just a little bit over that A string. And if we wanted to play on a lower C string, say C string, we had to put a little bit more weight and bow a little slower. But not too slow, because you might get this. Crunchy notes, okay? Just let your bow fall into the string. Keeping your bow parallel to the bridge, okay? Great. If you are having still some trouble, let me know. I hope that helped you at least when you're practicing your open strings. Happy practicing.